life and survival play out simultaneously, with no moments of respite. The landscape of the savannah is painted with sprawling grasslands, solitary trees, and precious waterholes. These elements are not merely the backdrop, but also key protagonists in the drama of survival. Each day unfolds as a new chapter in the never-ending story of existence. On the grand stage of survival that is the African savannah, lions and hyenas take center stage in an unending tale of strength, strategy, and resilience. This is a place where every creature must fight for its existence. Every breath, every chase, every roar is a note in the symphony of untamed nature. Spanning over 5 million square miles, the savannah stretches from East Africa to Southern Africa. In this vast expanse, every corner tells a unique story. Yet, they all center around the fragile balance between life and survival. Lions are not just symbols of the savannah, they are its rulers. With their muscular builds, male lions can weigh up to 550 pounds, stretch over 10 feet in length, and stand 4 feet tall at the shoulder. Their dominance stems not only from their strength, but also from their mastery as strategists. Lions live in prides, typically consisting of 10 to 15 members, where lionesses take on the primary role of hunting to sustain the group. Their hunts are a lesson in teamwork. A lioness might ambush a zebra or wildebeest using the shade of acacia trees for cover, before bursting forth at speeds of up to 50 minutes to capture the prey. However, lions do not hunt merely to survive. They play a critical role in maintaining ecological balance. By controlling herbivore populations, lions prevent overgrazing, ensuring the grasslands remain healthy and capable of regenerating, sustaining life for all species in the ecosystem. If lions are the kings, then hyenas are their relentless challengers. Hyenas rank as the second most formidable predators on the savannah, standing just behind lions when facing them one-on-one. Weighing around 150 pounds, hyenas may seem less imposing, but their bite force reaches an incredible 1,100 psi, nearly double that of a male lion. Hyenas are often misunderstood as mere scavengers or opportunistic thieves. In reality, they are highly effective hunters, employing intelligent pack strategies that allow them to take down even large, difficult prey like wild buffalo. On the dry grasslands of the African savannah, hyenas are perhaps the only creatures capable of striking caution in the hearts of the kings of the plains. Lions and hyenas are not just competitors for food, they are also arch-enemies. Research shows that there is up to 60% overlap in food sources between these two species. This overlap often leads to intense confrontations. Despite their constant rivalry, the ongoing struggle between lions and hyenas plays a crucial role in maintaining balance. It ensures that neither species gains complete dominance, keeping the savannah ecosystem in a state of equilibrium. Lions and hyenas, which one do you think is stronger? Leave your opinion in the comments below. Amid the vast golden grasslands stretching to the horizon, the relentless struggles between lions and hyenas continue to unfold. The African savannah is a place where life and survival intertwine, a land where every creature must fight to endure. This is not just a natural habitat, but a complex ecological tapestry where lions and hyenas vie for dominance in an unending cycle of life. When the morning sunlight pierces through the mopane trees, Chobe National Park awakens. This is a land where every blade of grass and every stone tells a tale of survival. It's a place of contrasts, where the power of lions faces the cunning of hyenas, between parched fields and life-sustaining rivers. In the scorching heat, the mopane trees stand tall like stoic sentinels. Reaching heights of up to 50 feet, their uniquely butterfly-shaped leaves provide shade for both lions and hyenas. But shade is not the only thing that makes the mopane forest the center of attention. This is a realm where power and survival are constantly tested. Lions in Chobe National Park are not just predators, they are rulers. They hunt with precise coordination, each stride a perfect blend of strength and strategy. During hunts, buffaloes and zebras are their primary targets. But here, where water is scarce and the grass is dry, their success rate is only about 25 to 30%. Male lions participate in hunts less often, usually leaving the task to the females. However, when needed, they emerge, using their strength to end the chase decisively. If lions are the embodiment of strength, hyenas are the symbol of resilience and versatility. Their sharp jaws can crush the bones of their prey as effortlessly as snapping dry twigs. Hyenas are not only skilled hunters, but also opportunistic scavengers, turning carrion into a lavish feast. Hyena clans often outnumber lion prides. Some clans can have up to 70 or even 80 members. When hunting, they rely on endurance. With their large hearts, hyenas can run over 5 miles without stopping, wearing down prey like wildebeests through sheer persistence. In Chobe, no meal comes without a price. Lions and hyenas frequently clash over carcasses. According to a 2023 study, hyenas managed to steal about 63% of kills from lions, but these takeovers are not without resistance. Through unity, lions often fend off such attempts, sometimes even overpowering hyenas to defend their territory. The last remaining waterholes during the dry season become battlegrounds. Here, all creatures gather to quench their thirst. In this tense atmosphere, lions dominate with brute force, while hyenas rely on their numbers and patience to secure their share. These confrontations not only define the relationship between these two species, but also maintain the balance of the entire ecosystem. The relentless battles unfolding each night in Chobe are not merely matters of instinct. They are an unending clash between power and intellect. On one side stand the proud lions, rulers of the food chain. On the other, the cunning spotted hyenas, united like a well-trained battalion. Lion prides in Chobe National Park often hunt as a team. The females, agile and tenacious, take on the primary role of hunting. Silently, they traverse the grasslands, using every shadow and the faint glimmer of moonlight to approach their prey within 50 to 100 feet. Each step is as light as a breeze, yet beneath lies the compressed power of muscles ready to erupt. When they attack, lions aim for the weak spots: the neck, hind legs, or belly of their prey. With a bite force reaching 650 pounds per square inch, a single bite feels like a sledgehammer breaking through resistance. But lions are not just about brute strength, they are tactical warriors. The larger males typically remain at the edges, guarding their pride and ready to confront any challenges. Yet even kings occasionally lose their thrones. In the darkness of Chobe, other eyes are always watching. Large, determined hyena clans, outnumbering and outmaneuvering, ceaselessly seek to claim the spoils. Hyenas excel in a strategy called mobbing. They don't sneak around. They arrive like a storm, chaotic noises and maniacal laughter echoing across the plains. Though smaller in stature than lions, hyenas often outnumber them by 2 or 3 to 1. Successful. The distance between the two forces often starts at 100 to 300 feet. If lions fail to act swiftly, their hard-earned meal will soon fall to their unrelenting rivals. With a bite force nearly double that of a male lion, hyenas are well equipped to take on their adversaries in overwhelming numbers, but they are patient hunters. Hyenas wait for lions to finish part of their meal before advancing, or when necessary, they confront the lions head-on. It is a strategy that is both calculated and coldly efficient. In every encounter, balance is hard to achieve. Lions wield immense individual strength. An adult male lion weighs nearly 3 times as much as the average hyena. But hyenas counter with collective intelligence, cooperating like a finely tuned clockwork machine. They rely on sheer numbers. When the ratio tips to 3:1, victory often belongs to the hyenas. However, larger lion pride, with 10 or more members, typically hold their ground. A recent study found that their success rate in defending their kills reaches 65% when the pride is sufficiently large. Even so, confrontations remain frequent, leaving scars on bodies and lessons etched in memory. These battles are not just stories of two species, they are the essence of ecological balance. Lions act as regulators of herbivore populations. They hunt buffalo, zebras, and impalas, helping to keep these species within natural limits. By focusing on weak, elderly, or injured prey, lion prides ensure that herbivore populations remain healthy and stable. However, when hyenas enter the scene, this balance shifts. Losing more than half of their kills forces lions to hunt more frequently. This increased hunting pressure impacts herbivore populations, particularly during the dry season. Competition between lions and hyenas is not just fierce, it drives evolution. Though powerful, lions must adapt to survive. In Chobe, lions often form larger prides, with 10 to 15 members, to better protect their kills from hyena clans. But this adaptation comes at a cost. Larger prides require more food. During prolonged dry seasons, when resources are scarce, these larger groups face the threat of starvation. Hyenas, on the other hand, develop increasingly sophisticated strategies. They don't just rely on numbers. They've learned to coordinate effectively, disrupting lion formations with their chilling calls and attacking from multiple directions. Hyenas are not merely scavengers, they are nature's recycling machines. While lions often leave significant portions of their kills uneaten, hyenas efficiently consume what remains. The rivalry between lions and hyenas extends its influence far beyond their immediate conflict. Herbivores must alter their behavior, seeking safer areas and avoiding high-risk zones. Even vegetation benefits, as controlled grazing pressure allows ecosystems to regenerate and thrive. This intricate web of interactions showcases how the fierce competition between two apex predators shapes the survival strategies of other species and promotes the overall health of the ecosystem. The Serengeti Mara ecosystem, spanning across Tanzania and Kenya, is the beating heart of wild East Africa. This land is not just a vibrant canvas of nature, but also the stage for awe-inspiring journeys, where millions of lives are interconnected to create a perfect balance. It is a story of life, death, and renewal, told through the rhythm of rain, the movement of herds, and the endless expanse of its grasslands. The migration brings not only grazers but also predators in its wake. Lions lie in wait among the grasses, targeting the weak or young. Hyenas, with their haunting laughter, trail the herds, ready to seize an opportunity to steal a meal. At this time, Serengeti Mara transforms into a grand theater, where every creature plays its role. As the sun rises over the vast grasslands of the Masai Mara, its golden rays illuminate each blade of grass, heralding a new day of life and struggle. The grasslands transform into a battlefield where lions and spotted hyenas relentlessly vie for dominance over the bountiful resources brought by the Great Migration. With millions of wildebeests and zebras pouring in each year, the Masai Mara becomes the epicenter of dramatic chases and unforgiving confrontations. As herds of wildebeests move across the lush green plains, they kick up swirling clouds of dust, drawing the sharp gaze of the two largest predators on the savannah. Lions, masters of ambush, use the tall grass as camouflage and rely on their raw power to strike. An adult lion, weighing up to 420 pounds, can bring down a wildebeest with a single, precise pounce. In contrast, hyenas do not rely on the explosive strength of lions, but instead on endurance and group tactics. With a heart disproportionately large for their body size, hyenas possess incredible stamina, enabling them to run for miles and wear down their prey. And the unfortunate animal becomes another link in the savannah's cycle of life. The battle for survival in the Masai Mara is far more complex than a simple rivalry between lions and hyenas. Here, the drama is heightened by the presence of nomadic lions, lone wanderers that exist on the fringes of pride territories. These outcasts, unbound by allegiance to any pride, roam in search of new territories or prides to claim. Their arrival not only increases the chaos within the ecosystem but also challenges the established order. Brutal act, though natural, significantly reduces the number of lion cubs and weakens the pride for extended periods. With the pride scattered and its ability to defend its territory diminished, hyenas seize the opportunity to expand their influence, thriving in areas where lions once reigned supreme. As lion populations decline, hyenas waste no time capitalizing on the void. Large hyena clans, sometimes numbering over 50 individuals, can dominate key hunting grounds and even control access to vital water sources. Not only are they efficient hunters, but they also excel at scavenging, often outmaneuvering smaller or weakened lion prides to steal kills. However, hyenas don't always have the upper hand. When a lion pride is strong, especially with the presence of robust adult males, it can effectively defend its territory and prey. Clashes between the two species often end with one side retreating, leaving behind scars on the savannah as evidence of the ongoing struggle. The story between lions and hyenas is not merely a confrontation of two apex predators. It directly impacts the balance of the entire Serengeti Mara ecosystem. When lion populations decline, hyenas experience rapid growth, increasing pressure on smaller herbivores such as Thompson's gazelles. Excessive predation on these smaller species can significantly reduce their populations, which in turn affects the regeneration of vegetation. Migratory herds of wildebeests and zebras, which seasonally traverse the Masai Mara, may also alter their routes to avoid areas with high hyena densities, disrupting ecological cycles that have existed for millions of years. The competition between lions and hyenas plays a critical role in maintaining the equilibrium of the Masai Mara. However, when one side gains overwhelming dominance, the ecosystem becomes vulnerable to imbalance. A 2024 report revealed that an increase in hyena populations could reduce small herbivore numbers in a given area by up to 20% within 5 years. This decline not only affects animal life, but also transforms the landscape, as reduced grazing by herbivores leads to shifts in the structure and diversity of grassland vegetation. Beneath the expansive blue skies of East Africa, stretching from Tanzania to Mozambique, the eastern Miombo woodlands emerge as an ancient, vibrant world apart. This isn't just a forest. It's the heartbeat of East Africa's ecosystem, where diverse flora and fauna coexist in a complex yet harmonious web of life. Towering brachystegia trees, reaching over 50 feet tall, spread their umbrella-like canopies, providing shade to the arid lands below. During the dry season, their leaves turn hues of orange and gold, painting the landscape like a masterpiece touched by the tropical sun. Despite the dry soils, this ecosystem thrives as a biodiversity treasure trove, where every living being contributes to the delicate balance of nature. Nestled in northern Tanzania, the Ngorongoro crater is like a natural necklace, cradling life within its embrace. Here, time feels as though it has paused. A massive volcanic caldera formed over 2 million years ago, brimming with extraordinary abundance and richness. Spanning approximately 100 square miles, this enclosed world harmoniously blends every natural element into a complete and self-sustaining ecosystem. Towering cliffs over 2,000 feet high frame the crater, where the wind whispers across the green grasslands, telling timeless tales of unceasing life. The crater also boasts the highest lion density in the world, with 60 to 70 lions inhabiting this small enclosed area. These apex predators roam the grasslands, their eyes fixed on herds of wildebeests and zebras. Male lions, their dark manes heavy and imposing, often engage in fierce battles to defend their territories. Meanwhile, the lionesses lead hunting expeditions. In the heart of Ngorongoro crater, where nature paints a majestic tableau of sprawling grasslands and sparse woodlands, reminiscent of the eastern Miombo woodlands, life is in perpetual motion. Here, every roar, every footstep, is part of an unrelenting battle for survival. Within this vibrant ecosystem, lions and spotted hyenas are the two dominant forces, each employing unique strategies to assert their place in this abundant yet fiercely contested environment. Ngorongoro crater is neither a dense rainforest nor an arid desert. It is a massive caldera where low-lying grasslands, acacia xanthophylla forests, and seasonal water bodies converge to form a haven for life. However, this abundance of resources is also the focal point of intense conflicts. Lions, with their superior strength and ambush tactics, are not only formidable hunters, but also opportunistic scavengers. Unlike in southern Africa, lions in Ngorongoro crater claim up to 71% of the prey that hyenas manage to hunt. A pride of lions, led by using an encirclement strategy, hyenas weaken their target before bringing it down. Even after a successful hunt, hyenas must defend their kill against lions, a constant threat in the crater. In the face of danger, hyenas employ defensive tactics. They form protective circles around their kill or vulnerable members of the clan, emitting loud, eerie calls to summon reinforcements. Their characteristic laugh serves as both a communication tool and a psychological weapon, sowing confusion among their enemies and fostering unity within the clan. Yet, despite their resilience, the Ngorongoro crater is lion territory. Lions, the true kings of the savannah, are responsible for 60% to 70% of adult hyena fatalities in the crater. A lion attack is swift and ferocious. They target isolated or weaker hyenas, often those separated from the group. With precise tactics, lions lunge at their prey, using their powerful jaws to strike at critical points, quickly subduing their opponent. As in other regions, the competitive relationship between lions and hyenas is not merely a tale of two apex predators. It is a key factor shaping the entire structure of the Ngorongoro crater ecosystem. However, imbalance can arise when one species gains overwhelming dominance. When lion populations grow too quickly, hyenas face increasing pressure, forcing them to alter their hunting strategies or seek new territories. In the heart of southern Africa, between the arid Namib Desert and the sprawling savanna grasslands, the Namibian savanna woodland offers a unique and understated beauty. This is not a dense forest as one might imagine, but rather a sweeping landscape of vast grasslands, punctuated by camel-thorn trees that stand as solitary sentinels amid the desert. The camel-thorn trees, towering up to 65 feet, are the lifeblood of this region. Their roots plunge as deep as 150 feet into the earth, tapping into scarce underground water reserves. Even in the prolonged dry season, their silvery grey foliage remains vibrant, providing shelter and sustenance for countless animals. Etosha serves as a natural stage, home to tens of thousands of wildlife, each species playing a crucial role in maintaining the park's delicate ecological balance. Across the vast grasslands, plains zebras move like living rivers, their herds numbering in the thousands, creating a mesmerizing flow of motion. Their hooves till the soil, scattering grass seeds, while their dung enriches the ground with nutrients. The springboks, with their incredible leaps of up to 13 feet, appear as dancers on this natural stage, their acrobatics both captivating and a vital escape tactic from predators. Nothing commands attention quite like the African elephants, the true giants of Etosha. Weighing up to 12,000 pounds, they move through the Mopane forests, breaking branches and carving new pathways. These silent architects of the ecosystem disperse seeds and shape the landscape, ensuring the survival of the region's flora. With a population of approximately 2,500 elephants, Etosha is one of southern Africa's premier havens for these majestic creatures. The abundance of herbivores sustains Etosha's apex predators. Lions, with their distinctive dark manes, dominate the night, hunting in the stillness under the stars. With 350-400 lions roaming the park, Etosha boasts one of the highest lion densities in the world. Their thunderous roars echo across the grasslands, a proud declaration of their reign over this remarkable wilderness. Etosha National Park is not a sanctuary for the weak. With an average annual rainfall of just 15 inches, this is a land of harsh extremes, where survival is a test of resilience. Herds of springboks and oryxes traverse the grasslands in search of water, but their existence is constantly threatened by two apex predators. Lions, the rulers of the savannah, rely on their sheer strength and ambush strategies to hunt. An adult lion, weighing up to 420 pounds, can take down large prey such as buffaloes or zebras with just a few calculated strikes. However, their tactics extend beyond the hunt. In a resource-scarce environment like Etosha, where food is precious, lions frequently steal kills from hyenas. Hyenas, on the other hand, excel in endurance and teamwork. A large clan of hyenas, often with dozens of members, knows how to coordinate their efforts to exhaust and weaken prey before making the final kill. Armed with powerful jaws, unmatched aggression, and superior numbers, they can quickly subdue even large animals. However, their success is often shadowed by the looming threat of lions, who are ready to assert dominance over any kill. In the arid environment of Etosha, scarce water sources like Okauquejo and Halali become vital hubs of life. These waterholes are not only gathering spots for animals to quench their thirst, but also battlegrounds for lions and hyenas. Conflicts are frequent, especially at dusk or nighttime, when both predators are most active. The dynamic between lions and hyenas in Etosha is not merely a rivalry. It is a complex interaction that sustains the balance of the ecosystem. The power disparity between lions and hyenas significantly affects the balance of the Namibian savanna woodland ecosystem. In this case, Hyenas are at a disadvantage to lions, often being overwhelmed, leading to a sharp decline in their population. This means that animal carcasses are not processed in time, which can result in the spread of diseases among wildlife populations. The rainy season in the savannah begins in November, transforming the entire landscape. When the first rains touch the African savannah, the parched land awakens. Water flows across the grasslands, replenishing dried-up pools and turning the region into an endless, lush green carpet. Thameda triandra grass grows tall, reaching heights of up to 5 feet, obscuring visibility and transforming the savannah into a verdant maze. Dry rivers are revived, forming temporary pools that attract herds of wildebeests and zebras. Meanwhile, acacia xanthophylla trees bloom, draping the brown earth in golden hues, adding vivid strokes to the living canvas of nature. However, this transformation disrupts the balance of predation. The tall grass becomes a double-edged sword. For lions, it provides better cover for ambushes, but reduces their visibility and increases the time needed to approach prey. For hyenas, the soft and slippery terrain doesn't hinder their stamina, but extends their chases, consuming more energy during pursuits. Hyena clans operate like a finely tuned machine, where every individual has a distinct role. During a hunt, the strongest adults take the lead, charging directly at the prey to apply pressure. Other members follow, encircling and exhausting the prey until it is quickly subdued. This coordination not only maximizes the collective strength, but also minimizes risks for each individual. The success rate of hyena hunts increases by 25% when they hunt in groups. The society of hyenas is built upon a strong matriarchal foundation. In each clan, females hold the reins of power, dominating all males. This hierarchy is not merely a social structure, but a survival strategy in a challenging environment. During the rainy season, when food sources are scattered, this matriarchal structure becomes critical for maintaining stability. Dominant females not only dictate the clan's hunting strategies, but also lead confrontations, particularly when defending territory from lions. With larger bodies, averaging 150 pounds, and higher testosterone levels, dominant females naturally take on leadership roles. They are given priority access to food and play a crucial part in protecting the clan's young. The hierarchical order, based on familial ties to the leading female, ensures resources are distributed efficiently, especially when food becomes scarce. The rainy season presents significant challenges for the clan's young. Flooding and low temperatures can be fatal if proper care is not provided. In hyena society, adult females play a crucial role in nurturing and protecting the cubs, ensuring the survival of the next generation. The social structure of hyenas not only establishes order, but also enhances hunting efficiency and territorial defense. Females not only care for their own cubs, but also protect other young in the clan, creating a strong support network. This collective care reduces mortality rates, particularly under harsh weather conditions. During the rainy season, when grass grows up to 5 feet high and the terrain becomes slippery, coordination among members becomes a critical factor for survival. In group hunts, hyenas employ smart encirclement tactics. They drive their prey into soft, muddy or waterlogged areas, where the terrain slows down the prey's speed and agility. Some hyenas block escape routes from the front, while others pursue from behind, forcing the prey into a dead end. Hyenas' coordination is not just a simple chase, but a meticulously organized operation. During each hunt, clan members take on specific roles. The strongest adults often lead the charge, applying pressure on the prey, while smaller or younger members maintain the circle or provide support from the rear. This strategy not only maximizes the group's strength, but also minimizes the risk of injury for individual hyenas. Endurance is one of the hyena's most vital weapons. Unlike lions, which rely on speed and strength to overpower their prey in a short burst, hyenas depend on their stamina to wear down their targets. A hyena chase can extend across a radius of 3 to 5 miles, covering terrain that would discourage most other predators. The hyena's powerful bite, capable of exerting up to 1,100 pounds per square inch, is a formidable weapon for finishing off prey. A few bites to the tendons or neck can quickly bring down large prey like buffaloes. In coordinated group hunts, hyenas' success rates increase by 25%, especially during the rainy season when prey is more likely to get trapped in slippery terrain. Animal carcasses swept away by floods or exhausted in harsh conditions also become an abundant food source, saving hyenas energy for future hunts. With their keen sense of smell, hyenas can detect carcasses from up to 3 miles away, a significant advantage over most other predators. The relentless footsteps of hyenas make them tireless hunters, chasing their prey until it collapses from exhaustion. When the first heavy rains of the season pour down, the African savanna undergoes a dramatic transformation. The once parched grasslands burst to life. Themeda triandra grass grows tall, reaching up to 5 feet in some areas, creating green walls that obscure everything. Herds of wildebeests and zebras no longer gather around fixed water sources as they do in the dry season. Instead, they spread out, taking advantage of the newly revived rivers and waterholes. In this chaotic landscape, lions face a significant challenge: how to maintain the strength of their pride, defend their territory, and hunt effectively in an ever-changing environment. This is not just a story of survival. It is a testament to the incredible social organization of lions. During the rainy season, lion prides must travel farther to hunt. Large prey like wildebeests and zebras are scattered, forcing prides to cover up to 15 miles a day in search of food. The tall grass and soft, slippery terrain reduce the effectiveness of ambushes, a tactic lions usually excel at. To overcome these difficulties, lion prides must adapt their approach, relying more heavily on teamwork and meticulous strategies to navigate these challenges. A lion pride typically consists of 3 to 20 individuals. Contrary to the myth of a singular dominant king, the true center of the pride is the lionesses. These females maintain the pride's rhythm, taking on the roles of hunters and caregivers for the cubs. Meanwhile, male lions, with their superior strength and size, serve as the pride's defenders, protecting it from external threats. Although roles within the pride are clearly defined, the coordination between male and female lions is essential for survival in such a harsh environment. Lionesses not only handle hunting, but also nurture and protect the next generation. Male lions act as guardians, ensuring the pride's territory remains secure from invaders. This division of roles is not a separation, but a complementary dynamic, enabling the pride to function as a unified whole. Hunting is not the only responsibility of the lionesses. They must also safeguard and nurture the cubs, the pride's future. During the rainy season, with increased activity from hyenas and leopards, the risk of cubs being attacked is at its highest. Dens are usually chosen on higher ground, far from flood-prone areas. Here, lionesses take turns guarding the cubs, ensuring their safety from all potential threats. This protective behavior is not merely a duty, but a testament to the strong bonds within the pride. During the dry season, herds of wildebeests, zebras, and buffaloes gather around fixed water sources. However, as the rains arrive, rivers overflow and waterholes emerge across the landscape, causing these animals to disperse widely across vast fields. The challenges for predators are not just about the distances, but also the changing terrain. Mud slows down chases, and grass, towering up to 5 feet, obstructs visibility. A group of lionesses, typically 2 to 4 members, works together in perfect coordination. They move quietly, inching closer to their target, with the tall grass completely concealing their movements. The success rate of lions using ambush tactics in tall grass increases by 40%, surpassing that of any other predator under similar conditions. When the distance narrows to 10-20 feet, one lion lunges for the attack, sudden and precise. The others swiftly encircle the prey, cutting off all escape routes. This tactic is particularly effective against slower, larger prey like buffaloes or even giraffes. The rainy season, with its challenges and obstacles, does not diminish the lion's dominance over the savannah. Instead, it highlights their intelligence, organization, and refined hunting prowess. From ambushes in tall grass to coordinated group attacks, solo hunts, and nocturnal pursuits, lions are not just warriors, but also artists on nature's stage. In the pouring rain, as their roars echo across the plains, they embody not just strength, but also resilience and adaptability, a never-ending story of the rulers of the wild savannah. During the rainy season, the male lion assumes a vastly different role. While they participate in only 5 to 10% of hunts, except for larger prey such as giraffes or buffaloes, male lions play a decisive role in defending the pride. Their primary responsibility is to protect the territory and maintain dominance within the group. The rainy season not only transforms the landscape, but also heightens external pressures. Spotted hyenas, the lion's fiercest competitors, become more active, organizing large-scale raids to steal kills or create disturbances. At the same time, young males from other prides intensify their efforts to challenge dominant males for control. The pride's territory becomes a battlefield where every intruder pays a heavy price. Rain washes away the scent markings lions use to define their territory. Patrol paths fade and boundaries blur, leaving territorial limits undefined. In this context, the task of defending the territory becomes more urgent for male lions. Weighing an average of 420 pounds, male lions are formidable warriors, using both their strength and thunderous roars to assert their dominance. A roar from an adult lion can travel up to 5 miles, serving as a clear declaration of territory amid the rain. However, at times, a roar alone is not enough to deter advancing threats. One of the male lion's greatest adversaries is the large hyena clans. When 10-20 hyenas attack in coordinated mobbing tactics, aimed at disrupting and dividing the lion's formation, male lions respond with sheer power. A single swipe of their massive paw can severely injure or even kill an adult hyena. The presence of a male lion often forces hyena clans to retreat, restoring balance and protecting the pride from significant harm. The rainy season, with its trials and dangers, does not diminish the lion's dominance. On the contrary, it highlights their strength, not just in their powerful strikes or muscular build, but in their organization and unity. This is the complete portrait of the savannah's true rulers, where each downpour serves as a reminder of their resilience and intelligence, a story of unwavering dominion over the wild. The scorching sun blazes over the African savanna, transforming the vast landscape into a barren wasteland. Temperatures soar beyond 104 degrees, scorching all life on the ground. The once lush Themeda Triandra grasslands, vibrant after the rainy season, now crumble into brittle, dry patches under the heavy footsteps of migrating herds. The dry season is not only a test of endurance for all species, but also a time when the balance of power shifts between lions and spotted hyenas. The relentless competition between these two apex predators intensifies like never before. As water becomes scarce, large water sources like the Mara River or Seronera River turn into hubs of life. Herds of wildebeests, zebras, and Thompson's gazelles, the primary prey of both lions and hyenas, gather around the remaining waterholes. However, these resources are insufficient to sustain all. The scarcity forces both lions and hyenas to adapt, modify their strategies, and at times face each other head-on to survive. The dry season transforms the savanna into a stark battlefield, testing every species' limits. Burnt grass, dwindling water, and the rare shade of acacia trees fail to ease the oppressive heat. This harsh environment leaves predators with few places to hide. The open terrain reduces the effectiveness of ambush tactics and increases the frequency of encounters between lions and hyenas. Under these conditions, both lions and hyenas must adjust their behavior to optimize energy use. Lions reduce daytime activity by nearly 20% compared to the rainy season, shifting their hunting primarily to the night to avoid the searing heat. Hyenas, with their superior heat tolerance thanks to their cooling mechanism through panting, can extend their daytime activity, giving them an advantage in chasing prey or competing for food. As the dry season's harsh winds sweep across the African savanna, the landscape seems to hold its breath under the oppressive heat. The Themeda triandra grass, now yellow and brittle, appears ready to ignite under the unrelenting sun. A single spark, whether from a lightning strike or human activity, is enough to unleash fires that consume vast stretches of land. Ash blankets the ground, smoke clouds the sky, and life seems stripped away, leaving behind a haunting, desolate scene. Wildfires, a natural part of the savanna's cycle, are relentless destroyers. Each year, more than 4 million square miles of savanna are affected by fires. These infernos consume everything in their path, from sprawling grasslands to low shrubs, once havens for both predators and prey. The aftermath is devastating. Herds of wildebeests, zebras, and Thomson's gazelles, the primary prey for both lions and hyenas, migrate to distant areas, leaving a challenging void. As prey disappears, the scorched, open terrain fundamentally alters the savanna's landscape. For lions, this presents a significant challenge. Without tall grass for ambushes, they are forced to adapt their strategies, struggling in exposed areas where every movement is visible under the glaring sun. In contrast, hyenas, with their agility and remarkable endurance, better utilize these open spaces to hunt or track lion prides. The dry season in the African savanna brings not only scorching heat, but also sparks indirect battles along the food chain. As Themeda triandra grasslands turn yellow and rivers dry up, exposing cracked earth, the entire ecosystem feels the strain of scarcity. In this harsh environment, lions and spotted hyenas engage in a silent struggle through the interconnected links of the food chain. Everything in the savanna begins with grass. The once dense vegetation, the foundation of the food chain, is eroded by harsh weather. With the lush green fields gone, herds of wildebeests, zebras, and Thomson's gazelles, the primary prey for lions and hyenas, are forced to migrate. According to a 2023 ecological report, wildebeest populations in drought-affected areas declined by 40%, leaving deadly voids across the savanna. As prey becomes scarce, the interconnected relationship between lions and hyenas within the food chain becomes increasingly apparent. These two apex predators not only compete for prey, but also rely on scavenging carcasses to survive. A single wildebeest carcass left under the blazing sun can become the center of fierce conflicts, while simultaneously serving as a shared resource for survival. The dry season completely alters the hunting behavior of both lions and hyenas. With fewer herbivores available, lions conserve energy by becoming more selective in their hunts or by stealing food from hyenas. Lions often dominate in these confrontations. A 2024 study in Ngorongoro crater revealed that 20% of lion meals during the dry season come from scavenging hyena kills. Hyenas, on the other hand, face pressure not only from lions, but also from the scarcity of resources. Thanks to their flexibility, they capitalize on every opportunity, feeding on carcasses of animals that succumb to exhaustion or lack of water. Data from the same study indicates that 35% of hyena food sources during this time come from leftovers abandoned by lions. This dynamic showcases how lions provide opportunities for hyenas, and hyenas clean up what remains, ensuring the ecosystem continues to function. The indirect relationship between lions and hyenas also heavily impacts herbivores, the intermediate link in the food chain. As predator competition intensifies, herds of wildebeests and zebras face mounting pressure. Not only must they contend with dwindling food resources, but they also face a higher risk of predation. Carcasses are more than just food. They serve as links between species, initiating a complex chain of interactions. Animals that fall to exhaustion become battlegrounds for lions and hyenas, but also rewards for other predators like leopards, cheetahs, vultures, and jackals. Leopards are stealthy predators. Unlike the dominance of lions or the pack tactics of hyenas, leopards rely on secrecy to hunt smaller prey. Once successful, they drag their kills up high branches to avoid the attention of larger predators. However, during the dry season, this strategy doesn't always work. The arrival of lions or hyenas often forces leopards to abandon their kills, leaving them on the ground. These abandoned carcasses become valuable opportunities for hyenas. A 2024 study in Ngorongoro crater found that 25% of hyena meals during the dry season came from kills left behind by leopards. Without the need to confront lions directly, hyenas can exploit these chances to ease the pressure of hunting, ensuring their survival during tough times. If leopards are artists of stealth, cheetahs are masters of speed. Reaching speeds of up to 70 mph, they target smaller prey like impalas and Thompson's gazelles. Yet, in a world where strength and numbers dominate, speed alone isn't always enough to safeguard their prize. When lions or hyenas arrive, cheetahs often have no choice but to retreat, leaving their kills behind. Data from the 2023 Zoological Society of London shows that 20% of cheetah kills during the dry season are stolen by hyenas. This, in turn, indirectly benefits lions and hyenas by conserving their energy, as they don't need to hunt new prey when food sources are scarce. While lions and hyenas battle on the ground, the Savannah skies belong to vultures. With their massive wingspans, vultures can glide for miles, spotting carcasses from hundreds of feet above. Their calls from the sky act as alarms, quickly drawing larger predators to the scene. However, vultures are more than just signals. They are often the first consumers, swiftly devouring soft tissues like internal organs. A study in Serengeti National Park revealed that vultures can consume 15–20% of a carcass's weight, occasionally leaving hyenas or lions to compete over the remains. During the dry season, vultures increase the tempo of competition, forcing lions and hyenas to act quickly. Unlike vultures, jackals are furtive scavengers, capitalizing on leftovers from larger predators. After lions and hyenas leave, Jackals sneak in to pick at bones or scraps left behind. Though they don't engage in direct competition, their presence adds to the pressure on limited resources during the dry season. The presence of other predators and scavengers enriches the ecological dynamics of the savanna and shapes the relationship between lions and hyenas. As vultures and jackals exploit carcasses, hyenas must move faster to secure their share. Conversely, kills abandoned by leopards and cheetahs provide opportunities for both lions and hyenas to reduce their need to hunt actively. Each species, whether a dominant predator or a quiet scavenger, plays an irreplaceable role in this food chain. Their indirect interactions not only maintain natural balance, but also illustrate the complexity of an ecosystem where the death of one creature sparks life for many others. The dry season does not last forever. With the arrival of the first rains, the savanna begins to regenerate. Lush green grass sprouts from the parched earth, heralding the return of herds of wildebeests and zebras. Yet even as the food chain gradually restores itself, the dynamic between lions and hyenas remains unchanged. In a world fraught with challenges, their interdependence through the food chain is essential to maintaining balance across the entire ecosystem. Under the golden sunset, spreading across the savannas of Africa, a creature steps out from the shadows, graceful, silent, yet full of quiet authority. It's the African leopard, the elusive rosette-spotted cat that moves through the wild as both predator and living symbol of nature's art of adaptation. They're not the largest feline on the continent, but they carry a powerful mix of strength and agility that commands respect from any creature nearby. Male leopards typically measure from 1 to nearly 2 meters in length, stand about 60 to 70 centimeters tall at the shoulder, and weigh between 37 and 40 kilograms to 100 kilogram. Females, on the other hand, are more petite, weighing from 28 to 60 kilograms and standing slightly shorter, around 57 to 64 centimeters tall. This difference reflects a trait known as sexual dimorphism, an evolutionary feature where each sex develops in a way that enhances its unique role in survival. When light filters through the canopy and lands on the leopard's golden coat, adorned with distinctive black patterns, each rosette appears like a carefully etched piece of artwork. These markings have darker centers and vary in size depending on where they appear on the body, tighter and smaller near the head, gradually widening toward the torso and tail. A 2024 study found that their patterns are not just for camouflage, they also reveal how the species has adapted to specific habitats across Africa. Leopards in tropical rainforests tend to have smaller, denser rosettes to blend with thick shadows, while those in grasslands have larger, more spaced-out patterns. It's not just their markings. Their entire body structure is a masterpiece of functional biology. They are compact but incredibly strong, with heavily muscled shoulders and legs. Their limbs may be short, but they're remarkably powerful, allowing them to climb vertical tree trunks while carrying heavy prey locked in their razor-sharp jaws. It's not unusual to see one haul an antelope, twice its weight, up into the branches, not to show off, but to stash the meal away from scavengers like lions or hyenas. That's not pride, it's survival strategy in a fiercely competitive ecosystem. Even more astonishing is their vast adaptability. From the rainforests of Central Africa to the Rocky Mountains over 5,000 meters high in Kenya, from the open grasslands of the Serengeti to the semi-arid deserts of Namibia, this species can be found throughout most of sub-Saharan Africa. Their ability to thrive across such a wide range of extreme environments makes the African leopard one of the most widely distributed big cats on Earth. Unlike lions that rely on the pride or buffaloes that find strength in numbers, the African leopard walks a different path, silent, solitary, yet remarkably effective. That solitude isn't out of necessity. It's in their nature. Leopards don't live in herds or social groups. Each individual stakes out a territory of its own, only tolerating the presence of another during mating season. In the wild, food isn't always abundant, so flexibility in choosing prey becomes a vital survival skill. A broad 2024 survey revealed their diet to be incredibly diverse, depending on the ecological region they inhabit. In areas rich with antelope or warthogs, those animals become primary targets. When the opportunity arises, they'll also go after monkeys, baboons, even reptiles, birds, fish, and insects. In harsher environments, even rodents or large insects can make the dinner list. But what really sets their hunting skills apart isn't just what they hunt, it's how they hunt and take down their prey. Unlike animals that chase with speed or strike head-on with brute force, the leopard stalks like a shadow, step by step, closing in on its target. They move in until they're just about 5 meters away before launching a precise pounce. A bite to the throat or the back of the neck quickly stops the prey from struggling due to lack of air. This method helps the leopard conserve energy, a crucial advantage for a creature that hunts alone and has to rely entirely on itself. Observations from Kruger National Park in 2024 show that most hunting activity occurs between dusk and dawn. This behavior helps them avoid clashing with stronger competitors. Leopards also possess extraordinary night vision and sensitive hearing, sharp enough to catch even the faintest sounds in the dark. These two senses work together to make them one of the most effective nocturnal hunters. He made its way to the tree where the leopard had hung its catch. It tried to climb the tree and snatch the hard-earned prey. The leopard scrambled to the highest branches, aware that the lion might actually reach the carcass. Though lions can climb trees in certain situations, they're not skilled climbers by nature, nor do they commonly do so. The leopard let out a low rasp and swiftly dragged the prey even higher, keeping a careful watch from above. The lion struggled for a while, gazing up as if hoping the leopard might drop its precious meal. Instead, it found only a small bone with a bit of meat left, not enough to bother with, so it walked away. What's interesting is that a lion's upper hand over the leopard isn't just about strength in numbers, it's also about size. At birth, lions weigh 1.0 to 1.5 kilograms, nearly twice the size of a leopard cub. They're also raised by multiple lionesses working together, but a leopard mother is on her own. Which is why, when it comes to protecting her cubs, the leopardess turns into a fierce warrior. She often hides her young in rock crevices or tree hollows and keeps constant watch, as their survival rate in the first few years is only around 50%. So if anything dares to come near, whether it's a lioness larger than herself, she won't hesitate to defend them. Lions hunt leopard cubs not out of hunger, but as a strategy to limit future competition for territory and resources. This tactic helps lions maintain dominance in their range. If a leopard cub makes it through its first year, its chances of survival jump significantly, rising to 80 to 90% once it reaches adulthood. But as adults, they face a new challenge in their dynamic with lions: territorial overlap. If a lion spots a leopard within its domain, a chase is almost guaranteed. And while leopards are often outmatched, they've never disappeared. They survive through adaptability, patience, and strategy. moving like silent phantoms through the cracks in the lion's reign. Among all creatures, the lion stands as a revered king. But among the big five, it is merely one of the pack, a bloodthirsty and relentless hunter. Male lions stretch between 1.8 to 2.1 meters in body length, not including the tail, stand about 1.2 meters tall at the shoulder, and weigh between 150 to 250 kilograms. They carry themselves with majesty, their manes full and impressive, shifting in color from pale gold to deep brown with age, sometimes tipped in black, a sign of strength and dominance. Around them, the female lions appear leaner in build, weighing only between 120 to 182 kilograms. A male lion's roar echoes across the plains, traveling up to 8 kilometers. It's a proud, commanding sound, a declaration that says, "This is our territory." But that roar is more than a warning to intruders. It's also a call of connection, guiding pride members back to safety, keeping the group close in the chill of dusk. Lions move as a unit. Each of their long tails swings gently, ending in a dense tuft of black fur. Hidden inside is a hard spine-like structure at the very tip, an anatomical mystery whose function is still not fully understood. Some scientists believe it may aid in communication or help maintain balance during the hunt. In the past, lions once roamed across Africa, Asia, and southeastern Europe. Today, only about 20,000 to 25,000 African lions remain, a decline of more than 60% since the mid-20th century. Their ideal habitat is open savannas and grasslands scattered with acacia trees, home to wildebeest, African buffalo, and antelope species like impala. These wide, open landscapes give the pride a long view, perfect for spotting and ambushing prey. Unlike any other big cat, the lion lives in a group, known as a pride, a unique and remarkable social structure in the feline world. Each pride typically includes 1 to 7 adult males, often brothers or individuals who formed an alliance during adolescence. Together, they share the responsibility of defending a vast territory, sometimes spanning hundreds of square kilometers. Their role goes beyond maintaining land control. They must also protect the pride from other roaming male lions seeking to infiltrate and take over mating rights. Surrounding this male alliance are 5 to 15 related female lions. They are the core of the pride, holding primary responsibility for hunting, raising cubs, and preserving the bloodline. Each female contributes not through dominance, but through seamless cooperation, like parts of a single body moving in harmony. A defining trait of lions is their clear division of roles. Females carry out about 85 to 90% of all hunting activity. With the precision of a professional strike team, groups of 3 to 7 lions execute coordinated strategies. Some lions ambush from the front, the center, while others circle around from both sides, acting as wings. This strategy is especially effective against larger prey like wildebeest, zebras, or African buffalo. A study by Panthera and Oxford University, using 30 years of data from the Serengeti, revealed that small groups of 3 to 7 individuals had the highest hunting success rates, especially when at least one experienced older lioness was involved. Statistics also show that lionesses with strong social bonds are likely to live up to 30% longer than those living more isolated lives. Meanwhile, male lions, though less involved in hunting, play a vital role in territorial control and reproduction. When a new coalition takes over a pride, infanticide can occur. They eliminate cubs still nursing from previous males to trigger the female's return to estrus more quickly. This behavior, harsh as it may seem, reflects a biological strategy to maximize the spread of their genes during their brief time in power. Interestingly, prides don't always move as a single unit. They can split into smaller subgroups, sometimes just 2 or 3 lions, depending on the situation, whether it's for hunting, resting, or guarding cubs. This model is known as fission fusion, a flexible social structure that allows lions to adapt more effectively to environmental changes, especially as extreme weather becomes more common across Africa's savannas. Research at Kruger National Park shows that leopards lose 38 to 50% of their catches to scavengers, with lions being the primary cause. Leopards often steer clear of areas marked by lion presence and use tall trees, cliffs, and rugged terrain to avoid direct encounters. A male lion spotted a leopard with its catch on a decaying tree. The leopard hadn't yet moved the catch to a higher branch. It had to worry about saving itself first. Tree climbing ability in lions varies between the sexes. Male lions have a hard time climbing high branches. Their heavy weight makes it difficult to balance, and their movements are slow and awkward. Their manes aren't just heavy. They get in the way when climbing, blocking vision and easily snagging on low-hanging branches. Poor leopard. It could do nothing but watch from above. Climbing down now would be no different than surrendering itself to the king of the savannah. As for the lion, though it couldn't climb any higher, it had already found what it came for, a portion of the catch the leopard had left behind. After eating, it climbed down at its own pace and wandered off like nothing had happened. If in the previous situation the male lion showed a lack of agility while attempting to climb the tree, then the lioness, the driving force behind all of the pride's hunts, climbs almost as well as a leopard. The following encounter is a clear example. A leopard had successfully hunted a young impala and carried it up into a tall tree, just as it always does to protect and preserve its catch. It carefully placed the prey on the highest branches, but 2 lionesses spotted it and swiftly climbed up. Perhaps this tree was within the pride's territory. A clash broke out. Maybe the lioness wasn't just there to steal the catch. It was also sending a message to the leopard that it didn't belong there. After several attempts to reach it, the lioness chose to let the leopard be and climbed down, growling with frustration. But having its meal taken by a lion is still better for a leopard than being surrounded by an entire pride. Lions hunt in groups, and once they close in, few prey can escape. Even a clever predator like the leopard would struggle to get away. One such lopsided encounter was recorded, 12 lions against a single male leopard. They encircled the leopard and began wearing it down. The leopard's fiercest counter was to lie on its back and slash with sharp claws at any lion that tried to bite. But that didn't slow the pride. One by one, they closed in and struck relentlessly. Eventually, the leopard's strength gave out. The dominant hunters landed the final blow, but the goal of these confrontations isn't always to feed. One explanation for why lions walk away or don't aim to eat the leopard is to eliminate a rival or to assert territorial control. Another reason lionesses might eliminate a leopard when they catch one is to protect their cubs. In overlapping territories, leopards can pose a threat to lion cubs in some regions. The lion's favorite meals are hoofed animals, but among the big five, there are no wildebeests or zebras. There is only the African buffalo, the sole representative of even-toed ungulates in the group, alongside animals like deer, antelope, and gazelles. But a lion can't take down an African buffalo alone. It needs at least one ally. With a powerful bite to the throat, its jaws clamp down until the buffalo can no longer fight back. Studies show that a lion's bite force reaches between 1,100 to 1,800 newtons at the canines and up to 3,200 to 4,200 newtons through the jaws. However, things don't always go that smoothly. To hunt something 3 to 4 times its own weight, a lion often needs to rally the entire pride. There's documented footage of 18 hungry lions struggling to bring down a single buffalo. In that scene, the hunting prowess of the Savannah's king was on full display. The pride had locked onto a heavily muscled buffalo and had no plans to let it go. Lionesses surrounded the prey from all sides, always stepping aside when the buffalo charged. If one lion approached from behind, the buffalo would whirl around, and the lion would retreat. That's when 2 or 3 others would seize the opening and attack, a trap with no clear way out. It seemed like the pride had finally overwhelmed the buffalo. But another buffalo came charging in to rescue its companion, flinging a lion through the air and turning the tide. It pushed the lion's back and helped its partner to its feet. Now the mission was to protect the buffalo's wounded hindquarters and find an escape route. After a tense standoff, the buffalo ran. But with 18 lions, it didn't get far. One lioness leapt onto its back and bit down, clearing the way for nearly 10 others to pile on. The buffalo cried out in desperation. It was flipped onto its back, its vulnerable neck exposed. Over 10 lions swarmed it, leaving only a single leg visible beneath the mass. But then they suddenly stopped and scattered. The same buffalo that had come to the rescue earlier returned, this time to crash the feast. With help on its side, the battered buffalo rose again. Its body was now covered in wounds. The interruption reignited the lion's determination. They bit at its legs and back until it finally collapsed for good. Only then did the pride get their meal. When a pride is too small, fully grown African buffalo are far from easy targets. One study found that the lioness's heart makes up just 0.57% of her body weight, compared to 0.45% in males. If they can't secure a throat hold, it's tough to bring a buffalo down. Lions tire quickly in prolonged battles, giving the buffalo a chance to escape. But it's not just the nearly 1-ton weight that makes lions hesitate. Let's explore the only hoofed animal in the Big Five and discover why not just humans, but even the king of the savannah thinks twice before challenging them. Under the blazing sun of the savannah, where the wind carries the rhythm of the earth and sky, there is a creature whose very presence makes you stop and take notice, radiating a natural, commanding presence. This is the African buffalo, also known as the Cape buffalo, a wild bovine built like a moving fortress, heavy yet proud. In the wild, they are not predators, but they possess a strength that even lions think twice about. They stand 1 to 1.7 meters tall at the shoulder, measure over 3 meters in length, and adult males weigh around 700 kilograms, sometimes reaching up to 900 kilograms. Females are lighter, usually between 400 to 600 kilograms. With that kind of mass, even a quick glance reveals dense muscle rippling beneath their dark skin, only becoming more visible as they age and their hair thins over time. The color of their coat tells a story too. Newborn calves usually have reddish-brown fur, which darkens to black or deep brown as they mature. In old age, their thinning coat exposes a darkened hide, marking the path they've traveled, like a map of time etched onto their bodies. A buffalo's head almost always tilts low, not just for grazing, but as a constant state of vigilance. It's a posture they never abandon, whether at rest or facing danger. African buffalo roam across sub-Saharan Africa, from the sweeping grasslands of the Serengeti to the sparse forests of Central Africa. They cannot survive far from water, needing to drink daily to regulate body temperature and metabolism. Areas near rivers, lakes, or swamps are their preferred habitats. Their main diet consists of tall, coarse grasses, plants that many herbivores avoid. They can digest roughly 2.2% of their body weight per day. A buffalo weighing 700 kilograms eats about 15 kilograms of grass daily. A smaller one at 500 kilograms eats about 11 kilograms, and the lighter forest buffalo needs only around 6.5 kilograms. This daily intake not only sustains the individual, but also helps manage local vegetation, paving the way for animals like zebras and wildebeests to share in the food supply. Their ecological role goes far beyond that of just a grazer. African buffalo help shape the vegetation structure, create pathways for smaller animals, and serve as a key food source for predators like lions. Many other herbivores choose to travel near buffalo herds, taking advantage of this living shield against predators, an unofficial but clearly present form of symbiosis in the wild. Black Death. That's the name local people and seasoned explorers use to refer to the African buffalo. Not because of the color of its coat, but because of its fierce nature, unyielding power, and the kind of force that makes even top predators like lions hesitate. In the vast grasslands where the sun scorches the earth and every blade of grass curls dry in the wind, this is the animal that makes the savannah hold its breath when it moves in numbers. The strength of this buffalo isn't just in its massive build, it lies in how they live, never alone. They are symbols of herd spirit, of discipline, and of unbreakable connection. A herd of African buffalo can range from a few dozen to over 1,000 individuals, structured into family units where females and their calves stay closely bonded. Multiple family groups come together to form a massive, mobile force, a wave of muscle and mass rolling across the grasslands. Within the herd structure, males play a unique role. Younger bulls aged 4 to 7 or older ones past 12 often form bachelor groups, separate from the main herd. Those no longer able to compete for dominance tend to withdraw, living alone at the fringes or in the outer edges of the herd's range. This clear separation helps minimize internal conflict and allows the herd to operate efficiently under the guidance of experienced females. Beyond their ability to fight, what's remarkable is that an African buffalo herd doesn't move aimlessly. Their direction is often decided through a kind of natural voting system where adult females express agreement on the direction of travel using specific gestures. This coordination allows the herd to move several kilometers a day while maintaining order, staying efficient, and adapting quickly to environmental changes such as drought or food shortages. The most recognizable feature of the African buffalo is its massive set of horns. In adult males, the thick horns curve downward from the crown of the head, then sweep outward in a powerful arc. At the base, the horns fuse into a dense shield of bone more than 5 centimeters thick, known as the boss, a natural helmet of armor. The span between the horn tips can exceed 1 meter, and in rare cases, reach up to 1.64 meters, nearly the length of a fully outstretched adult human arm. Horn development is also tied to testosterone levels. Buffalo with larger horns tend to be more reproductively fit and attract greater attention from females. And those horns can send a lion flying should one dare approach an angry herd. A typical Black Death herd ranges from 50 to 500 individuals. Naturally, this far outnumbers a pride of lions. In resource-rich areas like the Okavango Delta in Botswana, buffalo herds can grow to 1,000 or more. One lion pride faced off with them in the flooded plains. Their only choice was to retreat. Even young lions must learn to swim through the wetlands. Otherwise, they risk being trampled beneath the hooves of African buffalo. On the flip side, buffalo calves are often targeted by lions. A mother buffalo must both defend her calf and signal for backup from the bulls in the herd. When threatened, especially with a calf in danger, the herd doesn't hesitate to strike back. With broad horns and bodies weighing hundreds of kilograms, the bulls charge forward to repel predators. This collective defense response is known in ecology as mobbing behavior. But in the Big Five, it's not just the lion that poses a threat to a buffalo calf. The leopard, a master of the night, is also a formidable danger. Cape buffalo have fairly good daytime vision, sharp enough to detect movement from a distance. A lone leopard usually isn't even worth the effort to chase off. However, once night falls, their vision declines significantly, since their eyesight depends on natural light and lacks adaptations for low light conditions. This gives the leopard a decent opportunity to slip close to the herd under the cover of darkness. Taking advantage of the chaos as the Cape buffalo scatter at the sight of a predator, the leopard seizes a calf. During the day, if a leopard happens to pass near a buffalo herd, it won't even consider stopping. If the herd catches up, the leopard might climb to a height where the buffalo can't reach. Then, it waits, watching for a moment when the buffalo are distracted, to make its escape. What earned the African buffalo the nickname Black Death isn't its social structure, but its reaction to danger. They are known for their aggressive temperament, unpredictable behavior, and incredibly strong defensive instincts. Even when facing the elephant, the largest member of the Big Five, they don't always back down. African bush elephants and Cape buffalo are often found together in areas rich in water and grass. But during the dry season, when water becomes scarce, elephants tend to dominate, forcing buffalo to shift their drinking times, a clear sign of behavioral competition. Still, the African buffalo has a presence of its own. An elephant might chase it away, but not with force. An elephant used its trunk to shoo the buffalo away, but the buffalo refused to budge. The elephant then lifted its foot and kicked at the buffalo's head. It was immediately rammed by the buffalo's thick, heavy horns. In another instance, when the elephant drove the buffalo away, perhaps it was claiming its territory. The push came swiftly. The buffalo turned and stared down the elephant. It clearly wasn't happy about being forced off by an African elephant. Seeing the Black Death silently holding its ground, the elephant backed off and stood still until the buffalo finally walked away. But does that mean the African bush elephant is timid? Let's find out in the next section. Larger than all the other Big Five animals combined, and the biggest land animal on Earth, the African bush elephant moves through the savannah like a giant sage. Adult males can stand up to 3.96 meters tall and weigh more than 10.4 tons, the same as a fully loaded six-wheeled truck. Females are more modest in size, standing around 2.6 meters tall and weighing between 2 to 3.5 tons. yet both are built for life and movement across vast landscapes, from arid grasslands to distant wetlands. The most striking feature of their body is the trunk, a true biological wonder. Made of over 150,000 bundles of muscle fibers, it contains no bones, yet is powerful enough to lift up to 350 kilograms and delicate enough to pick a single leaf or gently place fruit into the mouth. It is the center of smell, touch, and even emotion. The trunk is also an essential survival tool. In dry weather, a single inhale can draw in up to 14 liters of water, then gracefully pour it into the mouth or spray it onto the back like a natural shower. And with two unique fingers at its tip, the elephant can grip, twist, pull, or strip tree bark like a skilled artisan. Their tusks, elongated incisors that grow throughout life, serve as both weapons and multi-purpose tools. Reaching over 3.5 meters in length and growing up to 17 centimeters per year, these tusks are used to dig for water in dry ground, strip bark for nutrients, and signal age and status within the herd. Both males and females have tusks, but in males, they tend to be much longer and heavier. Their ears are another example of sophisticated biological design. Not only large and shaped like the map of Africa, they're also filled with blood vessels that help regulate body temperature. When the heat peaks, a single flap of the ear helps cool the blood throughout the body. Ears also enhance their hearing, allowing them to detect infrasound frequencies below 1 kilohertz, which can travel for kilometers across the quiet savannah. Their gray skin, around 2.5 centimeters thick and deeply wrinkled, gives them a rugged yet practical look. These folds help retain moisture, especially after mud or water baths, acting like a natural coat that shields them from heat and insects. African bush elephants aren't tied to a single type of habitat. They are found in over 23 sub-Saharan African countries, from the open plains of Botswana to the ancient forests of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Each environment presents unique challenges, and their adaptability is astonishing. In dry places like Namibia's deserts, they can travel more than 200 kilometers in a single night in search of water, and survive up to 4 days without drinking. They are an essential part of the ecosystem. By grazing, thinning forests, and creating pathways, elephants shape the landscape, preventing grasslands from turning into forests and maintaining biodiversity. In ecological terms, they're known as a keystone species, a critical link that helps sustain balance across the entire surrounding ecosystem. Looking deeper into the life of the African bush elephant, what astonishes us isn't just its massive size, but the remarkable intelligence and intricate matriarchal social structure it has preserved for centuries across the vast lands of sub-Saharan Africa. Each elephant herd is a tightly knit matriarchal community, led by a matriarch, the oldest and most experienced female. This is not a ceremonial title, it is the heart of survival. Within her memory are migration routes, hidden waterholes tucked deep in the arid savannah, and fertile lands across seasons, preserved like living maps and passed down to younger generations through gestures and example. Other females in the herd, usually her daughters and granddaughters, form a stable social unit, jointly raising, protecting, and teaching the young. Meanwhile, young males, around 12 to 15 years old, leave the herd as they reach adolescence, beginning solitary lives or joining loosely formed bachelor groups. This separation helps preserve the stability of the matriarchal structure and reduces reproductive competition within the group. At the center of this intelligent and emotionally rich behavior is a massive brain, over 5 kilograms in weight, the largest of any land animal. But it's not just the size that's impressive. With a highly folded cortex, and up to 257 billion neurons, 3 times that of a human brain, elephants can process complex information with astounding precision and depth. Brain regions related to memory and emotion, like the hippocampus and temporal lobes, are exceptionally developed, providing a foundation for extraordinary spatial memory and social recall. A matriarch may remember the location of a waterhole that still held water after years of drought, leading the herd across hundreds of kilometers to find it. That memory isn't just for survival. It's the only way vital experience gets passed down. Beyond spatial memory, they can recognize hundreds of individuals, both elephant and human. An elephant mistreated by a person can remember that face for decades and respond clearly if they cross paths again. Conversely, they show trust and closeness to those who once helped or cared for them. And memory isn't the only strength. They've been observed solving problems, a clear sign of thinking beyond instinct. They use branches to scratch or swat flies, roll rocks or logs to dismantle electric fences, and even dig deeper holes together when searching for water. These actions show observation, learning, and behavioral flexibility. In field experiments, elephants have cooperated to pull ropes or manipulate unfamiliar objects to reach a goal, once thought to be a trait limited to primates. But what truly amazes scientists is the elephant's depth of emotional life. A wounded calf is comforted by gentle trunk touches from the herd. When one of them dies, the others gather silently around the body, using their trunks to stroke the bones and tusks, as if saying a final goodbye. Years later, the herd may return to the same place, as though in remembrance. To sustain such an emotionally rich and socially coordinated society, elephants have developed a multi-layered communication system. They use infrasound, frequencies below human hearing, to send messages across air and ground, reaching distances of up to 10 kilometers. These vibrations are sensed not only by the ears, but also heard through the soles of their feet, which contain highly sensitive seismic sensors. Alongside sound, they use body language, flapping ears to warn, swinging trunks to ward off, and shifting posture to signal intent. A recent discovery in 2024 revealed that elephants can call each other by name, using specific vocal sounds to refer to individual herd members and responding accurately when their own name is played back in a recording, something previously observed only in humans and a few talking bird species.
However, an even harsher challenge is looming. The sun hangs high over the savannah, casting rays as sharp as blades onto the cracked earth. The scorching heat, more intense than ever, stretches not just day after day, but across prolonged, relentless dry seasons. This is not merely a natural trial. It is a fight for survival, where dominant predators like lions and spotted hyenas battle not only each other, but also face a greater adversary, the environment and humankind itself. According to a 2023 report from the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, temperatures in regions like the Serengeti Mara ecosystem and Ngorongoro crater have risen by 1.5 degrees over the past century. Rainy seasons have shortened, while dry seasons have lengthened, depleting not only water, but also life itself. This shift has made food sources increasingly scarce. Herbivores must migrate earlier and farther in search of fresh grass and water. Even these resilient creatures, however, cannot endure indefinitely.
30% of wildebeests perish during the dry season due to exhaustion or dehydration. Their carcasses become valuable resources, but are insufficient to quell the fierce competition between lions and hyenas. Wildfires, a natural part of the ecological cycle, have now grown uncontrollable. Climate change has caused these fires to ignite more frequently and with greater destructive power. Burned grasslands strip away the cover lions and hyenas use for ambushes, forcing them to confront each other directly in open, barren landscapes. A 2024 study from Kruger National Park revealed that after major wildfires, the rate of confrontations between lions and hyenas increased by 45%, as territorial boundaries are reduced to mere ashes. If nature has already turned harsh, human activity further intensifies the pressure. Over the past 50 years, 75% of savanna landscapes have been converted into farmland or settlements, according to the World Wildlife Fund. Natural migration corridors for herbivores have been severed by roads, fences, and even livestock grazing areas. Regions like Masai Mara National Reserve now face the dual challenge of balancing conservation goals with the survival needs of local communities. These changes severely disrupt the hunting dynamics of lions and hyenas. Herds of wildebeests and zebras, their primary food sources, can no longer migrate naturally, making them easier prey for predators. However, this convenience is uneven and unpredictable, forcing lions and hyenas to expand their hunting territories. This expansion increases the likelihood of overlapping territories and escalates conflicts between the two species. But the conflict doesn't stop between the two species. Incidents of lions attacking livestock or hyenas encroaching on settlements in search of food are becoming increasingly common. According to Panthera, the number of lions killed by humans has risen by 10% in the past 5 years, especially in areas bordering savannas and agricultural land. Hyenas face similar challenges. They are trapped, poisoned, or eliminated for trespassing into farms, with over 200 cases annually reported in Kenya. The African savanna still echoes with the roars of lions and the chilling laughter of hyenas. But beneath the surface of this majestic landscape lies an unending struggle. Climate change, habitat loss, and human encroachment not only impact individual species, but reshape the entire ecosystem. In this battle, lions and hyenas are not just competitors. They must also learn to adapt. Yet the pressing question remains: can they continue to uphold their roles in the food chain, or will they be overwhelmed by greater forces beyond their control? Fortunately, amidst the challenges, new conservation efforts are painting a hopeful picture for this ecosystem. Protected areas like Serengeti National Park and Masai Mara National Reserve have been expanded by over 1,000 square miles, creating ecological corridors that connect scattered habitats. These corridors allow wildlife to migrate without being hindered by artificial boundaries, reducing wildlife-human conflict-related deaths by up to 20%. In addition, over 50 miles of electric fencing have been installed in Amboseli National Park to safeguard livestock and minimize conflicts with lions and hyenas. Technology has also become a vital ally. GPS collars and AI-powered camera systems deployed in Kruger National Park monitor the movements of lions and hyenas, predicting conflict hotspots and reducing confrontations by up to 30%. Vegetation restoration projects like the Great Green Wall are re-establishing stable food sources for herbivores, a critical link in the food chain. In the early 21st century, the lion population, Panthera leo, in Kenya, had dwindled to fewer than 2,000 individuals, largely due to conflicts with the Maasai community. Amid the threat of extinction, the Lion Guardians program emerged, offering new hope for this iconic predator. By recruiting Maasai locals as guardians, the program integrates indigenous knowledge with modern technologies like GPS collars and monitoring cameras. Those who once viewed lions as enemies now protect them, reducing lion killings by 90% in the region. Furthermore, a reward system based on the number of lions safeguarded has transformed conservation into a sustainable source of income. As a result, the lion population in Amboseli increased from 11 individuals in 2007 to over 200 individuals by 2023. This is not just a remarkable conservation achievement, it is proof that with unity, humans and nature can work together to restore what once seemed lost. Wildlife conservation is not solely the responsibility of large organizations. It requires the participation of every individual. Act today. Support conservation organizations, reduce the use of environmentally harmful products, and spread awareness about the importance of protecting nature. Each small action you take is a building block for a sustainable future for our planet. And if you've ever had the chance to visit the African savannah, don't hesitate to share your knowledge and experiences in the comments below. Your stories can serve as inspiration and motivation for ongoing efforts to conserve rare wildlife and ecosystems, preserving them for future generations. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to join us on more incredible adventures. Alternatively, you can continue exploring the survival journeys of wildlife in other regions with Wild Savannah, the migration journey and challenges in the land of predators, or Wild Savannah, the lion's journey to becoming the ruler.